let's see. What's the issue? Hold on, come. All right, all right, all right. Let's hope it's not still doing it. See if I can get Facebook bumping. Let's see, let's see. Because you can't wear. I'm starting to figure out one thing. Nobody want to hear no music. That's all. The point of going live. Anyway. But I'm coming, y'all. I'm having technical difficulties. Real technical difficulties. But I'm coming. All right, now. So I'm having technical difficulties because I think it's because I'm going live on so many different things. I'm on that. I don't know what I'm on what with, but I got the iPad, I got the tablet, I got the laptop, and I got a phone going. I know I got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Bigo. And yeah, just run into a quick little difficulty, you know, a small difficulty. But I am getting them together. See if I can pull Facebook back up. Let's see. Grab me something to eat. Now I know I said eat, but I meant to really say drink. But okay, I hope everybody can hear me. I hope the echo and that scream ain't in here no more. But yeah, we're gonna get into this for season one. Hey girl, hey boy, hey. Okay, this YouTube directly in front of me. I know that. Because I see some everyday people on here. Hey. Hey boy, hey. And just make sure I include everybody that is involved. Hey boy, hey. Hey girl, hey. Hey niece. Hey nephew. Hey auntie. Hey I'm hoping that this for everybody. Everybody can kind of be included in all of those. But how y'all doing tonight? Y'all, I can't get it together for nothing. I have been going through it these last couple days. Really, I have. I say I have. Okay, so oh, first and foremost, hey sippers. Welcome to Sipping in the Sip with Sabrina. I am Sabrina. Please like, share, comment, follow, and whatever you own, do the proper things that you should do, all the good stuff. Mm-hmm. Um, you can like or dislike if you like. I appreciate it all. It really don't matter. Leave a comment. Uh, we just gonna be talking about Power Book 4, Force 1. Um, today, that's it. It was like my opening for why I'm coming back because I need to start back going live. And so I wanted to come back on a fresh show when I did go live so that it would coincide with in between my topics of everything. Like the other day when I did the topic on Black history and what's been going on in our culture for the last couple of years. So I just wanted to like switch gears, then come back, then we're gonna do that, then we'll do it like this. Cause I have just been popping out a lot of videos. I really wasn't behind this because it was really me just finally being off and actually having time to like learn a whole lot of the ins and outs of this thing right here. But yeah, I wanted to talk about first of all, I was really gonna come back with the Janet thing, but I figure I would save Janet for Thursdays because that's normally the girls' days anyway. So I would normally, just say that for Thursday. So I'll probably do the Janet Jackson docu on Thursday. Okay, but we gonna do Power Book 4, of course. This season 1, episode 1 with our boy Tommy. I don't know. Um, I really was intrigued. I really like um what's the name of it? Power, the original Power. It was the bomb. Uh, Ghost kind of soft, but I still like it. Then you got Saving Canaan. It kind of went back up to the Power status or what have you. So it's kind of up with that one. But when it comes to Power Book 4, no joke, hands down, this is the best one to me so far. So yeah, the name of this one is gonna be Short Fuse, Long Memory. So we gonna just get into it a little bit. I had wrote a few little notes, so we gonna see what we get. Okay, with this Short Fuse, Long Memory. Okay, so it's opening up. Tommy is driving, and at the same time of him driving, he kind of like flashing back. Um, and like he flashing back on just like small stuff, like when he was talking to his mama saying he finna go, New York ain't a safe place for him, and she all like, oh, where you would go, like when he went back to get his car, and just a little bit of everything. He flashed back about Tyreek. What's the sister name? I ain't even write it down. Raina. Um, He flashed back about Raina. The dude that asked him where he was going, he talks about him. I mean, he flashed back about him, and when he said, he asked him where was he going, the four-eyed the dude, oh, he had was like, I had to shoot you, and the dude that he shot. So like he went through all these memories, but as he driving, then he started to think about ghosts, and he dang near like the crashed. So when he dang near like the crash, it kind of like brought him back, woke him up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, brought it on back home, and it was just like the moment of him trying to say ghosts. You know, after Malik had shot him or whatever. Like that moment, like solidified everything. Like, yeah, it's really time to go. Cause like my brother, my best friend, he out here, so ain't no point in me really being here no more. Okay, so that was pretty much like the rig on how I do. So anyway, um, the intro, the intro song for this, I like it. It's I think it's by 50 Cent. Is it Money Powder Power? I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I ain't got all of the gifs of it yet, but I like that song for this particular series, to be exact. Like because it just wouldn't go with the original intro song. Like that's on all of them. This is the Rick, that part, yeah. That. So anyway, so he ends up in Chicago. He pull up in front of an old lady house because at first we don't know who this woman is. He just pulling up in Chicago, and a fake Mexican like type gangster. I guess he run his block, and that's about it. And he called himself talking some, did you pay for parking, all this, that, and the third. And Tommy ain't finna have that. So when this goes on, so he pulls out a knife like, did you pay for parking? So he gets out, he showed him his gun and all this, that, and the third. And Tommy pretty much, first he tell him to give him the knife, and then he slapped him. Something like just slap him. And y'all, if you familiar with the code, then you know that when you slap somebody in this code like that ain't one of the best feelings ever. So he actually said, yeah, it hurt doing it in his code. So I liked it, that part. So then as the boy, he said he was just gonna leave since he didn't have his gun too. So he walks off. And as he's walking off, Tommy like, did you? I mean, where they buried the old lady at that used to live here? And he was like, pretty much in Spanish, telling him that she wasn't dead, and that she was like probably maybe in like a old folks home or something like that. Because whatever name he said, like what is that or whatever. So Tommy goes to the little home place where the lady is. So I guess he couldn't take it. So he kind of like see her, and then he leaves back out, and the before anybody really could see him. So he goes, he do that, and he leave right back out. He get a call about work, but he was saying he had made a stop, and I'm gonna assume that the stop was to see who this lady is. And then he goes to a prison scene, um, about a dude finna get ready and get out, and he the barber in the jail. Okay, so as he cutting the hair though, and he finna get ready to get out, it's a Mexican crew that's in there, like they finna plot against him. So they want him to get comfortable out here in these streets. And then all of a sudden they gonna make this magical call. And I don't know exactly what the call gonna be for. I don't know if they feel like he owed him something, or if he did something to them while he was locked up or whatever. But I don't know. But it went to that scene. Okay, so after Tommy, I assume, left their house, it goes back to him being at a bar. He goes to the bar, and this bar is cooking. And if you remember Tommy from Power, he always hungry. And he can smell food even if you cooked it 5 days ago. So they was cooking or whatever. So he talking to the bartender, which is a lady. And some way, somehow, after they got through chit chatting or whatever, it gets to like the end of it all, of the little chit chat or whatever, and he like, shoot, just give me a bowl of that, whatever y'all cooking back there. And so he a little upset because of course the kitchen is not open just yet. So it clicks over to back to the barber, and it's showing the barber actually getting out, and the guard is stopping him like as he getting ready to get out, and he like, yeah, me and another guard, you know what I'm saying, we had got you a little something. And then he was, but no, let me rewind. First he saw his shoes, and as he was getting out his shoes, he like, oh yeah, these like 150, yeah, let me get these J's here, da da da. And he was like, the barber was like, first of all, I know they're worth more than that anyway. And but then he was like kind of cut that off like that because it was like a joke. Like I really didn't want the shoes, but I was just saying. And so that's when he says, me and so and so got you a gift on your way out, and they had got him like this beautiful like barber set or whatever for him to leave when he go out. And so when he see the barber shed, he like, really thank you, and he told him to just enjoy the shoes or whatever. So I guess he ended up giving them to him as a gift, and he literally left out of the jail with socks on. um Now, old girl, when Tommy was at the bar, she told him to come back at night when the kitchen will actually be open. So Tommy goes back to the bar. um And he's like, before he go in, I guess he outside just smoking a little cig, and you know what I'm saying. And then a car pulls up, and again, somebody in, yeah, move, da da da. We need this parking. So of course he like, what is it with this parking with these folks or whatever? And so like they get into a little small little scuffle. Tommy do his thing, hold his own, do that because it's two of them and one of him. Then the guy in the back seat ends up asking Tommy nicely, and he was like, "Right, that's all y'all had to do. Like it's like ask me correctly or whatever." So Tommy moves the car. Now the boss of the dump crew, I call the two dudes that going in there. That's the dump crew. Okay, apparently it goes to his house or wherever he do business at. And so they're like in a study, like, and he's talking to like a secretary, I think. I don't know who she is at this point. Um, Excuse me, but as they talking, you find out that that's his daughter. And so she wanna be able to help with whatever business he got going on in the streets. And she don't want to just be like the one that's in the house, but she is the one who is keeping them legit, and so that they don't really want her a part of what's going on out in the streets or what have you. So yeah, so when I go throughout this and I'm talking about the dump crew, yeah, that would be the two people that just walked up on Tommy for no reason, acting stupid. Now, so Tommy goes back in the bar. Um, no, back at the bar, Tommy chat with the backseat driver who had asked him nicely, actually, to move his car. So this is who Tommy is now talking to, honey. And he says that he had pissed off the Flint family. Um, for I guess scuffling with the two dummies. That was us going into the bar about leaving the biz to be with her or something like that. So no, I'm saying that, okay, so he did the scuffling. So um the dude that asked Tommy to move nicely, you know, like they was chopping it up outside after was telling him like, you probably just pissed off, the Flint family or da 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 about that. Now inside the bar is the 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 two dummies that was scuffling with him. You know, the two dummies that went into the bar. They went into the bar, and inside, I figured out that one of the dummies is actually the boss's son. So he got a son that's out in the streets and the daughter that's in the house making him legit. So that's what I kind of figure out. So the son was talking to the bartender about leaving the business or whatever to be with her and all this good stuff, which we all know is shenanigans because y'all know in that type of scenario, like you don't overpower your daddy. Let's get that very clear. You don't overpower him. So especially if he the boss man and like everybody booked it, you're not leaving her, so she know he's selling the drink. Okay, so he left the other dude to stay at the bar to kind of like watch her and to keep an eye on business at the same time. But he want her to watch her and make sure she good all night. But I don't think she have any problems, and I don't think she want to be with him anyway. So anyway, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, please, and thank you. If you don't like it, thumbs down. Either way, it's all good with me. Okay, so Tommy back in the bar. The guy he left in the bar, the boss's son. He left the dude that was in that bar. The dude that he left behind, the other dummy that he left behind. He is really talking crazy to a lady. And then the bartender, she has to go and check him and like let him know, like, I don't need nobody checking up on me or watching me because I don't need no help. And then after she get through checking him, she go ahead and take Tommy his little bowl of soup or whatever he had got. So Zoo ends up walking outside. Tommy follow him, right? So he on the phone talking about he got a deal to do and all this, that, and third. So Tommy whooped him real quick. All this good stuff. Dude begging and pleading, and it's funny because what was you begging and pleading? You wasn't begging and pleading while you disrespecting them women in there. And Tommy don't be playing it, so he whooped you real quick, and he took his phone. So the bartender by this time she ends up coming out after he done and got the phone and did all that good stuff, and she kind of explained that he may get a little bit of blowback. You know what I'm saying? Behind this, and he just pretty much makes sure like, is any other gonna fall on you? And she like, no. So okay, that was that. And then they ended up some way somehow in the same bed. Okay, so when they wake up, y'all know Tommy love puss. So of course he wasn't finna just leave. Well, he was finna leave at first, but then when he looked back at her, puss was like, ah, so his whole bad friend is with they ended up back in his. So I'm assuming he waited around, waited till the shift was over, and then went back to the house or whatever. So then it goes to some type of club scene. Okay, there's a chick. And later on I figured it out that it was the same chick, the daughter of the boss. Okay, so um the daughter of the boss, she's in the club and she gets some type of drink from a dude. It's a dude and a lady standing in the same at the club. And the dude is like, like trying to talk her down into something, but at the same time passing her a drink. And she like, okay, well, I got my drink. And then he is kind of like telling her to like take her time with the shot or something like that. She like, not tonight. She tossed that junk back and was like, not tonight, because she was tired, I guess, doing what other people say and all this, that, and the third. Because remember, she had just had that conversation with her daddy and she wanted to be out here anyway. So she had downed that drink or whatever, and she was walking to another chick and a dude. And so the chick and the dude was, like I said, the son, the daughter and the son. You know what I'm saying? It was a daughter and a son. And so dude, the brother asked the sister, like, who is old girl? Sister's like, I don't know. I ain't never seen her before. But old girl walks up on her, and she is, dancing all with old girl, with the sister, and not the brother. She dancing with the sister, all over the sister. They dancing. The sister pulls out some some flour, right? Put it on her little hand, and sister girl, she like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? She go back to dancing and kissing and all that, making all that on the floor and all that stuff like that. But some way, somehow, they it ended at the club where they was making out or whatever. But they ended up in a bed, naked, partying still or whatever. And then oh girl asked the sister like, when where can I get some more of that from? Because I had never had nothing like it or whatever. Okay, so meanwhile, Tommy and the bartender is having a fun, and pretty much it was probably for both situations. It was probably a moment where both of them probably about and had sex in a little minute. Of course, Tommy been on the road. Um, so and old girl wasn't with no dude at the time. So yeah, it kind of was a little thing like that. Then Tommy like he gotta go. And then he looked over and then he like, oh, so you served? And she like, nah, that ain't mine. And he was like, so she was like, nah, that was my husband's. He deployed and he ain't been back. And he started thinking about all his girls, like, yeah, something about that with everybody. It's always, hey Steph, it's always you know, abandoning everybody because all his girlfriends ended up getting killed. Either he killed them or somebody close to him killed them. So he kind of like, yeah, I can understand that how people go out and never come back in. And so no, when she explained, she like, nah, that was my husband's stuff or whatever. And when she was explaining that, that's how that's why I figured that they both was in like the same predicament of neither one of them really just ain't had somebody in a while. Because apparently some with them two ain't right. Because why else people leaving y'all and never coming back? Now, the two guys that was from the bar, they had that 2 a.m. deal. Remember me saying that Tommy had took his phone after he beat him up? Okay, so he wrote down that deal. All right, hey Tony Thigh. So yeah, the deal that they had at 2 o'clock that morning, it had changed. He hit the phone had wrong, and the deal had said it was going from 3 to 2. So when it got to 2, um, he really was late because he was in the bed with the bartender. So like that's when he got the reminder, like, oh, where's you at? So then the boss's son is calling him. He outside of where they was supposed to be meeting at, and he calling his friend like, where you at? Like we supposed to be doing this deal. Woo woo. So he calling, but at the same time while he calling, he hearing his phone ring, and he like, what the heck? And so as he hearing the phone ring, next thing you know is Tommy up on him shooting through the car. Pow pow. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, the next one ain't gonna miss or something like that. And so he walk up on him, and then he throw his friend his phone and tell him a little something real quick, like don't ever leave nobody. Like that ain't gonna mean nothing to me. Um, so he make old dude get out the car. He take his gun from him, and so he got him with his gun in his back, like, and got him walking into the building, so they can get ready and do this sale or whatever. So they get inside. It's two dealers. Like them dealers was junkies from the gate. Like they were so sidelined. They was junkies. Like you could tell that they was junkies. They was chilling. Like when you walk in, they having a whole dumb conversation, and then you got a black guy, a black dude that's in there, and it looked like they all waiting on the same dude, but neither one of them is seeing the actual dude that they looking for. They saying all the dudes, they see two dudes, but now one of them is the actual dude who's supposed to be doing the deal. So as these get ready to go to there, because it's all a lot of back forth. Who is you? Who is you? That. So, like I said, it was them junkies' first deal. So like a gun went off. So when the gun went off, everybody scattered for a minute, but y'all know Tommy just sitting back watching because these is they deal. Y'all both is here. So like if I wasn't here, this still could have went this away at the end of the day because they were new and this was their first time ever making a search. So he looking and he like and really ain't nobody doing nothing. So Tommy like I ain't finna die. So he like so he knocked them to. Then when the old dude getting ready to go, he crawled out. He said, "Don't let the next one kill you" and all that. So the other dude he kind of limped out. He got shot up, but he he still made it. Out of the two junkies, one junkie is completely dead. The other junkie he kind of got away. Um. So the first thing dude say, the son of the boss say, um, I ain't see what I just said. Um, so the son boss was like, I could have handled that if I would have had my gun. So Tommy like, here go your gun, then. Okay, and then um, so since Tommy had saved everybody, from the little junkies, I guess he kind of told them they was like thank you, and he was like nah, that's like gonna cost you some money. So the black dude and the other dude going back and forth about the money and talking about your daddy ain't gonna do nothing but make sure they gonna put it on the CBIs, they gonna put it on us, um all these damn thirds. And so give him the money out of your little pocket, and then everybody look stupid. So then the son finally get off of it. He give him his money. Tommy get the money, pick up the bag. The black dude like, so that's my money in there too. You gonna kind of like keep that bag. Tommy zipped that bag up and kept right on walking. Like, boy, who was you talking to? Like, I'm leaving with everything, the money, the work, everything. This is me. Okay, so the barber who was released was having like a day with his brother or whatever. So it's like the next day. It looked like it was like probably the next day. Him and his brother, they walking, you know what I'm saying, doing a lot of talking about really his brother is the one who is telling him about what had happened the night before with Tommy. And dude came in and that. So he like, okay, so we gotta find him. See if we can get our work or whatever. So the son and daughter of the boss are talking about the Tommy situation as well. And so, like, the sister is like, this ain't nothing but some bad product. Why is you doing this? This is extra. We don't got time for these little BS deals. What are you doing? And um, the brother is trying to explain to her, well, you know, um, I guess I want to say the CBIs. I think it was that's the name of what that crew that the black dudes is in. And the brother is explaining to the sister that the CBIs, you know, they got to connect on lock because of the situation with daddy. Don't he got us beefing with them and all this and that and the third, which explained why they was going back and forth at the thing to begin with when they was at the warehouse doing the deal. Um, and the sister just like we're not doing some deals, we're not gonna be doing those sludge deals when we supposed to be trying to be legit. So sis is pissed off, but she love her bro. Bro is mad because he getting reprimanded as always. You know that's just going. That's how that's gonna be, baby. Y'all know that's their sibling rivalry. If you got a sibling, then you understand. If not, we understand it too. Okay, so finally, Tommy goes to that nursing home and actually goes in. Um, Apparently he haven't seen this lady since he was 4 years old. Come to find out, it's his grandmother, and his mom had once told him that she was dead. She kind of looked completely out of it or whatever. But he pulls out a picture, and there's something written on the back of the picture. So when he's showing her the picture, she's not catching on to what is going on. But when he shows the back of the picture, she immediately is saying Tommy. Okay, she's calling Tommy. Tommy. So like, so I'm sure it's something so that they could always be connected, and she always know who he was or whatever, no matter what mainframe she was in. As he was getting ready to leave, though, he spent a little minute with her, but as he's getting ready to leave, now mind you, when he was coming in, it kind of looked like somebody was watching him, but as he's leaving out, somebody is actually following him as he's going towards his car. So he going towards his car, so you know, Tommy, he ready, so he already cocking his gun or whatever. And it looked like dude was getting ready to touch him, but Tommy had already turned around, gun ready. And like, who is you now? Who is you? And who is you to come and see? And he said the grandmama name. And what are you doing here trying to see her? But whatever. And she was like, I'm her grandma. That's my grandma. What you know about that? And he was like, well, I'm her grandson. So Tommy now is just not finding out he has a brother who was in fact raised by his mother. I mean his father. And his father had told him that his mom was dead. So they both is kind of like living a lie. You know what I'm saying? Because Tommy mama told him that his grandma was dead. The brother's father told him that his mom was dead. So it's kind of like they both had been living a lie, and then for them to be running into each other like this is that. So they chop it up for a little minute. It is what it is. Tommy like, so number just in case I want to call you or whatever. So Tommy get his brother number, and that was that on it. Now the barber and the brother, they go to a barber shop. The brother is no longer renting a barber shop, but the brother that was in jail is like, thanks for keeping up the rent. And he's like, I ain't keep up no rent. He's like, but we walked in the door with, the keys or whatever. So the brother like, oh, we don't rent none of that. He like, the business license is up to date. This up to date. I bought this mug. And he was like, oh, so you own the barber shop? And he was like, nah. And threw him the keys like, you own the barber shop. So then they chop it up a little bit. The brother like, I'll be back. I gotta go do Super Bowl. So the Bible, he sit back and he just was like explaining to him real quick, like, I ain't the same person I was. I don't do business like this. Did. And he was like, yeah, a lot of things changed, this, that, and the third. So then the brother like, well, I gotta go handle some business. I'll be back in a few. So bro like, okay, cool. Go ahead. So the barbershop is not open at this moment yet. It is just like he just coming in and just checking on a couple few things. But then somebody walks in and he is explaining to him about that. Okay. No. Rewind. So he explained to the brother about no random dudes because he changed. And so right after that, the brother left. Cause like he kind of was mad about it, like kind of sort of. So he like, I gotta go handle some business and this that. Because Tommy then went to the gas station. So Tommy was getting some gas. But at the same time that he was getting some gas, he pulled that paper out of his pocket, which was his brother's number, and actually threw it in the garbage after he got his gas. He threw it in the garbage, came back to the driver door, got to the driver door, and was like, nah, man, forget it. So he went back in the trash and got the number back out. And I thought that was strange because I'm like, but you the one who had actually asked him for the number, because Buddy didn't ask you for your number. Like that was what you asked him because you said you wanted to keep in touch or what have you. So anyway, so like I said, the barber shop was closed. Okay, someone had came in and they know the barber, but the barber didn't know them because he was like, yeah, I didn't think I would see you here. And he like, huh? He was like, yeah, I ain't been around. He like, so where you been? You know, asking all these questions. Um, he like, yeah, but I ain't open yet. So dude sat down and chilling, and then his phone rung. And so because his phone rung, he like, yeah, because you could tell like the way he came in, it was kind of like, oh no, he was gonna actually, you know, start something, or he must got something going on with the brother. And this one don't know, but the phone rung, and he like, okay, well I'll be there in 5 minutes. So, oh, dude, like, you know, you could just come back in a few days, you know, we'll be open or whatever. And I got you, you know what I'm saying? And he said, matter of fact, your first cleanup on me. And dude just like, nah, I'm gonna always pay my way. And then and then on his way out, he was like, but good to see you. And he said, dude name. And I know old dude was probably pondering that. Um, Probably from the time he walked out the door, like how he know my name and I don't even remember who he is. Cause I know that could be a little mind boggling, I'm sure. So anyway, Tommy get a call. Dude say he Tommy's boss. But next thing you know, Tommy is now being surrounded. So he like, I'm gonna call you back. There's a car on this side, on the back, on the back. Then it's cars like pulling up real fast to be in front of him. So I'm thinking he blocked in by at least 5 cars. If I'm not mistaken. Get it blocked in by at least 5. So he kind of pulled over to the side and now all the cars is kind of like surrounding him. And his one car. So then, dude that was at the bar that was in the backseat who asked nicely for him to move, he got out and he was like, "I told you not to stay around and see who you had pissed off." You know what I'm saying? So they get it. So he told him drive. So that he followed them to the boss's house. The boss dude, like at the thing, doing talking about a whole bunch of riddles and all that. It was so weird. I was like, what is he talking about? Like these dead and I don't know. He was talking about animals, then he was talking about regular people. It was just like totally weird. And I kind of felt Tommy because Tommy's like, what are you I don't have time for trying to figure out what are you talking about. So Tommy was like, but whatever you talking about, huh? Let me help you. He give him the drugs that he had got from that moment. And then Mr. Flint, the boss, he was like, you know, these fires you started burning around here, you know, I'm gonna put those out for you. And just for you, like where you headed, and he was like, west. And he was like, how soon? And he was like, well, I ain't in no rush, you know what I'm saying? And dude, like, yeah, you need to put a rush on it. But like, yes, put a rush on it. Get on up out my city and all that good stuff. So Tommy, you know, he ignored that and keep on pushing. So then, then it's about Tommy leaving. Tommy is leaving. Tommy gets another phone call from some dude that keep talking about he his boss. And Tommy just pick up the phone and he's like, I don't have a boss and he gonna stay in the side. He ain't even coming back right now. He ain't even coming to the west right now, and he gonna just stay in the shot and do his own thing. Then he threw that phone out of the car. That's gonna be the end of it. But I think that this is the most happening one. I say this because from the gate, action. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how Power was, like off the rip action. But you know, Tommy is a trigger happy person, so you know he don't try to diffuse anything. You know, he go all in for everything. So I really can't wait to see what the rest of this season is gonna bring. So far, to me, it is the best yet for me. I'm not gonna say for everybody else, it's the best yet for me. But yeah, I'm not gonna hold you guys anymore longer. I am about to get out of here. Um, thumbs up, thumbs down. You guys share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. All interactions is appreciated, and I thank you guys for watching. For those who did watch, um, on Thursday I'll probably be back with the Janet Jackson documentary. Uh, I guess I kind of just want to get these shows out the way, because I got a lot of serious note things that we're gonna have to get to talking about sometime here in the very soon future. So tomorrow I may do come live and hit us up with something. Just a little something just to get us started or whatever. But yeah, sip on that and make it make sense, and I'll get back with you guys later.